Okay, as promised, I'm going to try to show you how I made this linkage in Fusion and get you some more tools that will help you with your design challenge for this summative. I'm going to cheat a bit, try to make this video shorter and a bit faster. I have this already done, and I'm going to open a second tab and build here a few of the parts to show you how I made this work. Some of these techniques will help you because, in fact, like I said in class, I didn't draw all of these components. The first one I started with was the bottom box. So watch this little trick. I'm going to copy that box, the whole component, and I can go and paste it, and it'll make a second copy into the same sort of design. And I have a different option called paste new. But for now, watch what I do. I'm actually going to jump into a brand new design, and I'm going to paste new here, and I get OK. And now I have a copy of that box in my new design, and it has all the same features and sketches that I had from the old design. That's a pretty neat little trick to speed up your design, especially when you have multiple components that are all the same. You don't have to draw them over and over again. Just copy, paste, copy, paste. That's the efficiency of that. If I'm in my new design and I've already drawn this component, again, I can go in and say, okay, I'm going to make a copy of that. At the top level, do not paste here. Trust me, you're going to screw it up. Go back to the top, and now you have two choices. If you paste, you will get a second copy of the same one. No problem. Maybe that's what you want. I don't know. Now, you have one component and the other component. But when you pasted them and you didn't paste new, you actually got a direct connected or linked copy. Here's what happens. If I go in there and I go to sketch on that one, and let's say I changed my mind. I had it down here at 6 inches. You know what? I'm going to have it 7.5. Boom. Updates that. No problem. Finish the sketch. And then there's that extra 1.5 inches on my case. And because the copies were dependent or connected, when I changed one, the other one changed. That might be what I want. Might not be what I want. Depends on how your design works. And sometimes you need to kind of think ahead. What is it I'm trying to do here? Okay. So the other option is to copy it, and this time you paste new. And when you do that, you actually will get a new copy of it. And if I go to the first one, and I go and change a sketch, dimension, feature, anything on it, I don't know, 9.5 inches, and I update it, that one changes. But because I pasted this one new, like a whole new component, it's not related or dependent or connected to the original one. And again, that might be something you want to do. It might not be something you want to do. I don't know if that's a feature that you're thinking of. Okay, so that's the first big part. It will help you a lot. Next one, how did I do these designs? Just because it would be helpful, I'm going to do the same ones over here, right in here. So they're down there, those two, and I'm going to put 2 more right here just to help. Okay, so again, I'm all disoriented here. I'm going to draw them right there, zoom in on this surface. So I go to sketch. What plane am I going? What surface? Where am I doing this? Right here. Now I have my sketch tools. I'm going to use the circle tool and this dimension tool. I have beside me a scrap paper where I wrote down all the dimensions to make sure I match it to the other side so they works. somewhere here. Just draw a circle, 0.37538. Boom, there's the circle I want. The dimension tool, where is this circle going to be located? This is very important when you're trying to make your dimensions match up to your geometry. Things will highlight when you do this. Where are you dimensioning from where to where? I'm going to dimension from this corner edge to this circle. And I put it up here somewhere so I can see it. And I remember from my sketch, it was half an inch. Oops, half an inch. Boom, right where I want it. Still on dimension from the center to this edge. I'm going to put it at 3/8. Sorry, check my dimensions. Yeah, 3/8, 375. Boom. Okay, got that. Notice I'm still in sketch mode. Click the circle over here. Now, I saw this in Fusion. If you start on the center and you drag, you stay on that center line as long as you can hold it. Sometimes it snaps to it, sometimes not. I'm not sure why. It's inconsistent for me, but oops, I didn't mean to do that. Circle, center, snap over, circle. I meant to type in 0.375 because I know that's the diameter that I want. I'm going to dimension it. It should be at the same height. I'm just doing it to double check because I don't want it to, yeah, 375. It did snap to that line. And the last one I'm going to do, center to center. I'm going to snap it there. And I have on my sketch here, on my scrap paper, 1 3/4. And then it pops it in. Then I'm finished my sketch. Now I'm just going to extrude them. I can zoom in and pick that surface, and that's, oops, hold the shift key and hold both of them. And then I can right click and pull, or I can just pull, and I had them out 1/4 inch. And presto, they're done. Now I have tabs there and tabs there. The reason I put an effort into making those dimension changes, because when I was doing my simulation, I had the freedom now to go back and change something. Now I lost something. Oops. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Doesn't matter. You see what I'm going to do. If I go in here and I decide, you know what? The spacing here is not right. I better go to 2 inches. It will automatically change that dimension for me if my linkages aren't working or I change my orientation. And then when I finish, it's already moved where I had it. Now, that did not change the, oh boy, he's swinging around here. Those are farther apart now, but those aren't, because I didn't change that dimension, that I kept those, okay? But that idea that I can go into my sketches and change dimensions if I want, and it automatically will update what I'm doing. That affords me the ability, if I do it with a bit of planning up front, that I can go in later and say, okay, that wasn't working. I better move that and then update my sketch, and it puts it back where I needed it. So if you look carefully at my design here, a lot of copying and a lot of stuff was set up to allow me the freedom to change some of the dimensions. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to show you how I made this linkage bar. I just don't want these videos to get too large. I'll make that linkage bar and then show you how I made the joints work. Okay, so we'll jump in on the next video.